This is Maria Bella Jameson, my Nana. And this is my pop-pop. Paper, scissors, shoot! We're visiting for the week.
Miss you guys!
We're having a great time. I wanted to spend time with you for so long, Nana.
I have not seen your Nana this happy in years. Bedtime here is 9:30. You two shouldn't come out of your room after that.
Good night.
Good night.
Night, watching The Visit had me thinking back to when I was a child, of going to stay in someone's house and the mixture of being excited and a little scared. Did those experiences in your own life kickstart the idea for the story?
Even the way you just phrased that, that is a very salient thing of my childhood, going and staying in other people's houses or someone's house, or even a relative that I don't know very well. I was a very timid kid, and that mixture of, it's exciting but it's scary for some reason, the weird things that they do, the weird habits, they're fighting, in the house. And I remember being scared a lot when I heard people fighting in the house, those kind of things. It's definitely in the genetics there of these two kids. They're all excited to go visit their grandparents who they don't know very well, and how weird it starts to get.
What is that? Nana? What the hell was that?
I wasn't expecting it to be so gritty. That dirt under the fingernails experience. What prompted that?
Naturally, I tend to go there. I have two sides of me. I have a kind of very sentimental side of me, very kind of child-friendly movies side of me, and then I have this side of me, the kind of darker, grittier side. And I remember when I made Unbreakable, I started to really embrace that, kind of going darker and grittier. And it was a little early for audiences back then. They weren't quite ready to go that dark and that gritty.
Grandmother is fine.
Nana and Pop-Up are acting strange.
I knew we were gonna have this call. They're just weird people.
Hey, why is Nana staring into the well? Hi, Pop-Up!
But now I feel like audiences are ready, and I'm ready, and I like this kind of grounded, messy, it's sharp, and there's some angry stuff in there. I really enjoy telling those stories.
Was it always the plan from the get-go to have it shot documentary style?
Yeah, I had the idea for the movie a long time ago, and only recently, probably 2.5 years ago, did it pop into my head that the teenage girl is making a movie for her family, to bring her family together. And as soon as I thought of that, I couldn't stop thinking of the movie.
Do you think that approach gave you an even greater shot in the arm in terms of a hunger for it, because you're working through a young person who's pretending to shoot the movie?
I think so. I mean, it was so fun for me. It's made me think in a different way, more alive. I love limitations, and so the budget was small, the way we were shooting it had limitations. It was very exciting to kind of work it out on a piece of paper, saying, she wants it to look like this, but it ends up doing something else. It captures something else in the background, like if this is a shot of you in the interview, but then just in the corner of the frame, we catch something very kind of odd and frightening. It's really fun to think like that.
You hear that? She's laughing and she's watching TV. Maybe Mom and I watch the same shows. Nana? Nana, you okay?
Good afternoon.
As much as any film is very personal for you, but this one, because it's such a small one and that it's given you a new lease of life in terms of directing and that, did you feel really burnt out with the whole studio system?
What you want to do is to have a process that, one, keeps you not safe as an artist. That's critical. I believe that. As soon as you start to get safe, I'm using all the same people, I'm telling stories in the same way, and or you're getting fatter and fatter because you're successful, and then you just add one more layer. Yeah, let's add a few more days of shooting. Let's do this. We'll fix it later, that kind of thing. and you're getting away from danger, and danger is how you're alive. You know, why we remember something, like, because it's, you know, where all of our senses are working. You want to evoke that kind of experience as an artist for me. And so this year I made a TV show for the first time, which was really different and scary for me, and I made a movie outside the studio system and smaller, very small, and that was scary for me. That felt good to kind of just be awake. Okay, all you have is storytelling. That's all you have as your weapon.
You've had both sides of the experience with the critics in terms of the good and the bad. Where do you stand on that theory that you don't learn very much from success?
I stay away from they love you, they hate you, they love you, they hate you, that whole up and down ride and all that stuff, because as you and I know, most of what we were influenced by in literature, in art, and in movies wasn't accepted at the time. So you don't want to run towards that, you don't want to run from it. That's really not part of the equation. What it is about me, you know, staying with the characters and the story. The more I can do that for my life, I believe it's all going to work out. You know, it's all going to work out in the end.
Well, I hope so.
What is in the shed? Nana? Are you down here?
Would you mind getting inside the oven to clean it?
Stop!